made my first ever visit to NAB, and man, this is really fascinating and totally not what I expected. I gotta tell you, this place is, I mean, it's still at the Vegas Convention Center, which is huge, but I gotta tell you, it's nice that there's not as many people here as it is at CES. And yeah, this is a whole much better vibe, and it's a lot more niche down. And maybe I would do this again. We'll see. But anyway, I'm out here. Thanks to the folks at NAB for sponsoring this trip. Just out here for a day and a half or so, and just quick hitter. Go in and take a look at a couple different things and see if I can get some more content out of it for publishing for ZDNet. And say hello to some people that I know. It's cool to bump into some people that I've known. I saw the folks at Petapixel today, and saw Canon, Blackmagic, Insta360, ObSpot. I saw a lot. Been hanging with my man. I've been hanging with my man Steve Brazel. Also went to dinner with him the other night. We went and had some whiskey. I gotta tell you, if you get to Vegas and you are a fan of really good whiskeys, go check out Double Helix in Vegas. And it is unbelievable, the list that they have there, and the staff is great, and they treated us so well. It was such a nice event, and I'm so glad that I'm friends with Steve. The best way that I can describe what you'll see at NAB is think about CES. So if you think about CES, that is the Consumer Electronics Show. And so all of the bells and whistles and the shiny stuff that you see, that's all the stuff that the masses really want to see, you know. And if it's on a big old screen, all of the beautiful movies and so forth, everybody wants to see that. So now, flip it over to the NAB side. These are the people that are creating that stuff, behind the scenes. These are the people that's putting all of those beautiful images onto those screens. All of the production crews, the sound crews, the broadcasters, the content creators. This is where they're hanging out. And you can really feel that energy here. I mean, I know it's called the National Association of Broadcasters, which is, a bit old school and old media. But I got to tell you, NAB is really embracing new media and the new way of doing things when it comes to creating content for the masses.
One of the booths I wanted to visit while I was at NAB, as previously mentioned in this video, was Blackmagic. I went over there to check out everything that's going on within, as they have announced a lot of different things within the last 365 days, including things around cloud backup storage, hardware equipment for broadcast systems. DaVinci Resolve has been updated more and more with AI tools that are going to be actually good and useful and not just a bunch of hype. And of course the cameras. You have the Blackmagic Pixis 6K, which is a 6K boxy camera for folks out there wanting to do cinematic video. But they also announced a 12K version of this camera, and that's been a bit controversial, as some folks think you don't need 12K resolution, and I don't know, maybe there's an argument there. A lot more resolution ain't a bad thing, but I personally don't know if anybody actually needs that resolution. But that camera looks outstanding and offering an amazing 16 stops of dynamic range, beautiful Blackmagic color science, and all of the other bells and whistles you come to expect from Blackmagic at a valued price of, right now at the time of this recording, $4,995. It was very cool to hang out with the folks there at the Blackmagic booth. I'm glad I was able to meet them in person. Kenna in particular, I've traded emails with her over the last couple of years, and finally meeting her in person was great. Thank you, Kenna, for your time. And thank you for the rest of the team for allowing me to run through the booth pretty quickly and check out some stuff, because I was a man on a mission while at NAB.
All right, so I'm going to walk into the North Hall here. And as you can see, it is very much like CES, but very much not like CES. So lots of broadcast stuff here. A lot of things that most people don't really care about, all of these huge electronics, everything is making your broadcast work. You know, you go and turn on that screen of the news or whatever, or favorite television show, favorite movie. You know, these are the people behind the scenes and all the gear that they use. And some of it is pretty freaking fascinating. Some of it is. Some of it is way too nerdy for me, and I don't care about it. You know, but yeah, this is just part of it. This is the north side, part of the north side. And when it comes to the cameras, you know, it's not just the DSLRs and mirrorless, you know, the old school stuff that you used to. This is production broadcast cameras in here that are being discussed, and it's freaking awesome. Take a look. So these are some Fuji 9s, broadcast cameras.
All of our guys that do sports, they need it.
You know, and of course there's other cameras out here like Sony and Canon and Panasonic. There's a lot of different ones out here. I've already been to the Canon booth, but yeah, it's plenty of options. Like here's another brand over here, iKill Gammy. I don't know what this is, but I'm sure they're doing some good work. Oh, they're working with Canon cameras, so yeah. And then you have this little section here called Cine Central, which is really, really cool. It allows us to walk in here and take a look at some of this production level equipment, the different tripods, different monitors, different cameras, all of the grip stuff, you know, walk you through how to use this stuff just as, you know, a new person that's curious about getting into the field, allowing you to really get hands-on, and not just the broadcast camera. I mean, heck, even a camera on a crap, why I can't think of the name. A camera on a gimbal arm, on a big gimbal, or gyro rig. Why can't I think of the name of this right now? Anyway, they're letting you try all this stuff out, and it's pretty cool right here at NAB. There has been one funny thing about this whole experience is I can remember going through my agendas and schedule as I was trying to plan out my day, and they plot out a lot of stuff that's happening as far as the different sessions and who's doing this presentation and whatever, and they do it out by what time and what location. But they also put in there, we're going to be having happy hour at this time, blah 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 blah, in that location. But I tell you, they start happy hour like pretty much right after lunch. So you look over here at this one booth and they already getting it in. I think it might be 3-something p.m. here. Absolutely hilarious. They're already getting it in. I'm getting towards the end of my coverage time up in here, and they told me that I'm invited to our own happy hour as the media over here in the press room. Looking forward to those quick refreshments and then get back to my hotel and try to recuperate and get ready for the rest of the week.